Hello, guys. How are you all today? Just wanted to come on. We are expecting a press conference, I believe, at 1 p.m. I thought that was going to be Austin local time, but apparently that's 1 p.m. Eastern time. So I went ahead to come on just in case they do that press conference at 1 Eastern time. We will be able to cover it. Also, I would like to say I've been getting a lot of messages this morning. So the emailer was false. The emailer wasn't true. No, that's not the case at all. The emailer is 100% truth. In his email, he simply stated he could possibly be the father, and that could possibly be a reason they were missing. That's what he said. So let's just get that straight right from the get go. Also, it's unbelievable what a world we live in that instead of reporting on the what should be reported on, we have to go over things like this, and that's truly sad. But that's all I'm going to say about that. I did take the day off from work. I do have a video I want to show you guys. Thanks for tuning in last night. It does appear I did receive. There was an actual police confirmation last night before I got off my live last night. However, I had received an email from the family stating that it had been confirmed to them, and there was some other information that I didn't release because it just didn't need to be released at that time. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. So I do have this video I want to show you guys, and then we'll go from there. Let me take that down. Sorry. Thank you, Anthony. I don't mean to take it down, but we watched the video.
All right, welcome back to KV News Daybreak. It is now 6:29. We have been following this breaking news overnight out of the Houston area. Senior reporter Tony Plahetsky is here. We're talking about the case of the missing Austin mother, Heidi Broussard, 33-year-old, last seen December 12th. What have we learned this morning?
Brian and Yvonne, just in the last few minutes, ABC News at the national level has confirmed they are saying, according to their sources, that a body that was removed from a property in Harris County near Houston last night is in fact the body of Heidi Broussard. That is according to ABC News. ABC News also confirming this morning that at least one person is in custody as part of this investigation. Again, this all unfolding in the overnight hours in an investigation that really started picking up momentum yesterday afternoon. I do want to say Austin police and local authorities here in Austin are not in a position yet to confirm those details, but that is information that is being released from ABC News.
What can you confirm as far as the baby is concerned?
So authorities do confirm that they removed a baby from a home in Houston yesterday afternoon. This all began unfolding mid-afternoon yesterday. Austin police and local officials here, as well as other federal officials, were not yet in a position to publicly confirm the identity of that baby. They wanted to take multiple steps to do so, including a DNA test, and that is what is happening right now. As I said earlier, and as you can imagine, authorities want to make absolutely sure before announcing to the public and to announcing to Heidi Broussard's family that it is in fact the correct baby. We're dealing with a 3-week-old at this point, so they want to make sure that the identity of the baby is 100% accurate before going public with that information and informing the family. But as of this morning, they have not yet gotten that DNA test back at this point. And so that is one thing that authorities have really been wanting to have before making any sort of public announcement.
We do also know, or have learned through people there at the scene, that this was a home of someone Heidi Broussard may have known or was familiar with.
Yeah, what was the connection?
Yeah, so what we are learning loosely is that they were known to each other. Apparently, they had some sort of friendship with each other. And so then the question becomes, did Heidi Broussard leave on her own with this woman? And I think an interesting question that we will be learning in the hours and perhaps days to come is exactly how authorities traced the baby and Heidi Broussard to this home in Houston. But again, as investigators have been interviewing friends and family members of Heidi Broussard, you can imagine that they have built a list of people she knows and people she has relationships. Then going to those people and trying to figure out, what they may have known in this case. I'm told in the case of this woman in Houston that she may have been, publicly showing the baby to friends, to family members, and that may have, in fact, triggered a warning sign for someone to reach out to authorities and say, wait just a minute here, what's going on?
And so it was around 2:30, was it, when authorities from here, Austin police, went to Houston and they were searching that home for several hours, right? It was early in the afternoon.
That's right. And you can imagine that to enter a home like that, you can't just obviously go into someone's home. So then that would have taken some time to get a search warrant, to have that signed by a judge before they could actually enter the home and begin processing the scene. But it was the public nature of that search that sort of caused attention in Houston, as you can imagine, once you see an army of law enforcement, outside your neighbor's home. And so that is what really, caused a lot of attention, new attention to be put on this case in the overnight hours. And what we've been seeing from reporters who were at the scene is, they actually reported seeing a body being removed from the property. And again, ABC News this morning is confirming that they have information that that body is, in fact, Heidi Broussard.
And the Austin police now, I saw a tweet just a few moments ago from the FBI office in Houston that the Austin police are now handling this as the leaders in this investigation. Of course, a lot of things still to tie up, being that the woman was from Austin. We know you said there was an arrest made. Do we know if the arrest was of someone in Houston at this point?
Yeah, it is my understanding that there is someone in custody in the Harris County Jail in Houston this morning. And one of the things that, Brian, you bring up as well, Austin police have retained their position as the lead investigating agency in this case. But we saw more than 60 FBI agents coming to town from a special task force, a nationwide task force. They arrived here within the past couple of days to aid Austin police in this investigation. Austin police and the FBI over time have actually worked well together. We saw that with the bombing incidents in 2018. But this team has special expertise in terms of locating abducted children. And so it will be interesting to see as this unfolds the role that they played in locating this baby as well.
It will be interesting to kind of piece everything together. So many unanswered questions. How did she get from point A to point B? What the relationship, all this kinds of stuff. So that should, obviously, hopefully within the days and weeks be answered.
And also, where in fact a crime potentially occurred, and whether or not this will become a federal case or whether or not it will remain a state case, I think is a question that we'll be looking to have answered in the coming hours as well.
And no word yet on the fiance, or if he's been notified or anything like that?
We have been reaching out to the family this morning. So far, they are declining to comment. You can imagine, obviously, this is a very tragic and sensitive situation for them. Law enforcement, as I understand it, one of the reasons that they have not publicly said anything is that they have been wanting to personally inform Heidi Broussard's family of the developments over the past few hours as well.
Just to recap Tony's reporting this morning, of course, ABC News, you see the headline there, a body found in Harris County, identified positively as Heidi Broussard, the 33-year-old mother from Austin. Her body found in a home there in Harris County. A young child also found there, taken away to the hospital to be checked out. We're told, according to reports, the baby was fine.
That's right, in good condition, actually.
They're going to do tests to identify.
Okay, we're going to go live. Apparently, the news conference is coming on here.
Snap and share with unlimited data for as low as $45 per line, with a little help from Google Fi, a phone plan by Google.
Has disappeared. Just a tragic way to enter the holiday season. It's definitely thinking about her family and her friends this afternoon.
For sure.
Cloudy day out there, it looks like, for most of us.
Yeah, and I think if some people are going out later on this evening, their trail of lights forecast, it's still going to be some light to moderate shower activity. So take it easy out there and be careful.
Okay, sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to get the latest for you. Yes, I can see you, Amy, Darcy, Marie.
All right, welcome back to KV News Daybreak. It is now 6:29. We have been following this breaking news
Okay, this is
overnight
the
out of
same
the Houston
story,
area.
so-
Senior reporter Tony Plahetsky is here. We're talking about the...
All right, so if anybody actually knows of a website that has the press conference going right at this time, please let me know. That just, you would think in your life that a friend of 26 years is someone that you could trust, and I'm sure she did. Probably had no fear whatsoever of anything with the friend. I was told, Vanessa, that it was 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're at 12:56 Eastern time right now. KH11. Okay, let me guys. Please be patient with me. If I don't see your messages, I am working on other web pages to try to find this. Press conference for you guys. So please just bear with me. Okay, Houston 11 starts at 2 p.m. Okay. I don't know why there's no sound on this video. I'm not hearing any sound either. My sound is up, so yeah, her guard was down because it was a friend. Guys, just please be patient while I try to find the latest news on this. So the body has been definitely confirmed to be Heidi Brouchard as deceased. They're not willing, I guess at this time, to say that the baby is 100% Margot. Due to obvious reasons, the baby's only 3 to 4 weeks old. Okay, Joanne. Okay, thank you, Joanne. All right, guys. Does anybody have anything they would like to talk about? Now, is that 2 p.m. Eastern or 2 p.m. Central? Because if that's 2 p.m. Central, that will be 3 o'clock here. And if that's the case, there's really no need for me to stay on 2 hours just till the press conference starts, because there's really not much else I know at this time. But like I did say, KXAN in 1 minute. Okay, so let me see if I can find this. They might have possibly some sort of news coming up, press conference, besides what we're expecting from the police. And I'm not sure why I don't have any sound. Jacko 57, that information is incorrect. The person who emailed me was not the person related in these charges. So, guys, let me clear that up. The person who emailed me is not this Christopher Green that has been charged and has been linked to this case. That is not the emailer. And like I said last night, this has to be mental illness. Yeah, Mel, with the press conference being at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're still an hour away, so I'm going to go ahead and end this live, and I will come back on about 15 minutes before the press conference. I do just want to cover the press conference on the channel. And let me be very clear here, guys. I'm receiving a lot of comments, so the email was false. I want to clear that up. The email was not false. I received the email. The emailer said he could possibly be the father, and it could possibly be the reason they were missing. So if you come on and make a comment, just be sure that you're clear on what was said in the email. Because some people are saying that this gives no credibility whatsoever to the email, which is strictly false. But anyway, guys, since we're an hour away, there's really not much I can say for an hour. It's a sad day. It's definitely heartbreaking news. Possibly a little light to this story is the fact that the baby's still alive. So it's just heartbreaking the way this is all unfolded. AD is to me, AD has no credibility whatsoever, and that's just my opinion of him. I'm not bashing on him. That's just what I feel of him. He laughs in inappropriate times, just different things. So, but anyway, guys, I will end this live now because there's really nothing else I can say. Rest in peace, Heidi Bouchard, and hope for Margot now. And I will see you guys in about 45 to 50 minutes. We will carry the press conference live. I love you guys, and I will see you shortly. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about this. I just thought it was 1 p.m. Eastern, and I definitely wanted you guys that were unable to see it to see it. So I will be back shortly. Thank you guys. See you soon. Thank you.